Is she here yet?
Not yet, ma'am, no.
Then she's late.
Yes, she is late.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Two Beers, One Movie. Today we're going to be talking about Spencer. Spencer is directed by Pablo Larraín and it's starring Kristen Stewart. It's about, I think most people know anyway, it's about the late Princess Diana. This is a complete different take on it. I wouldn't say it's obviously 100% accurate. It's more looking at the mental health side of Diana on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, how she's dealing with the fallout with Charles and Camilla, about getting the same gift that Camilla has been given by Charles, just how she's perceived by the royal family. There's a real psychological aspect to this as well, more like her dwindling into madness almost. There's also the side of her and how she was really kind to the staff, most notably the chef. What I thought about this initially was, this is a story that most people probably know. I think people would know that she obviously snuck out and went to the fast food restaurants. I think in this movie she goes to KFC, but in reality it was McDonald's, if I'm not mistaken. She's obviously bulimic, which is true as well. There's a couple of fabricated, or let's say more dramatised scenes in it based on what we perceive to be true stories. That kind of held it back for me in terms of, yes, I love the psychological aspect for it, but it's kind of twisting some scenarios, some maybe real situations that happen to dramatise it more for film. Now I get that has to be done, but because the story is so well known, that at times it's really hard to take and hard to just really believe in it and go along with it. In saying that, some of the psychological aspects are really good, and Kristen Stewart's performance is absolutely amazing, and I think she probably deserved to at least get a nomination, Oscar, or an Oscar nomination, should I say, sorry. In terms of her role, I actually forgot I was watching Kristen Stewart throughout the film. She's that good in the movie itself. Her accent is almost flawless. I don't just mean the Englishness of the accent, but like the dialect in her voice. It's so soft, so almost like poetic to a degree, where it's just flowing off her tongue, or her voice is really timid, and it just plays really, really well. And her body performance in it as well is absolutely fantastic. Her movement, her kind of frailness when she's around certain characters in the actual royal family. And I really, really did enjoy this performance, and it's definitely worth at least an Oscar nomination, maybe a win. There's probably some performances I haven't seen, but this is definitely one of the best. And I don't think it's just mean female performances. This is one of the best performances I've seen this year altogether. There's a couple more good ones as well. Like Jodie Comer from The Last Year, which we'll be reviewing next. She's absolutely amazing in this, and she would deserve an Oscar nomination. The movie itself, it's, I wouldn't say really slow paced, it's not fast paced either, it's kind of stuck in between. At times there is moments in it where you're kind of wanting something to happen, and kind of the pacing on certain scenes, not the whole film, you feel like just give it a push, give us something to grab onto, and I kind of feel it kind of lets the movie down and the performance of Kristen Stewart itself down. But it does, with her performance, and elevates it. Some of the psychological aspect and her dwindles into madness again lifts the film. But I just really couldn't get behind the over dramatization of real facts, or what we're told is real facts and actually never happened. We know she didn't like the hunting, and it's kind of really overplayed here. And I done a bit of reading on it then after I watched the film, and like none of the stuff, some of the stuff never happened, which is perceived to in the film. But they do mention it isn't all fact. It's based on a fable, true story. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it. Mostly the performances. So I'm going to give this 3 beers out of 5. And yeah, that's my rating, and I keep an eye out to see if she gets an Oscar nomination, which I hope she does. Anyway, catch me next guys. I'm going to be doing The Last Duel, as you just said, directed by Ridley Scott. So catch us later. Like, subscribe, and have a good one.